Hello everyone, welcome back to English Audiobook Summary, the channel where we break down powerful books and psychological concepts in simple and clear language you can actually use in your real life. Today's topic hits close to home, because this isn't just a theory, it's something you feel every single time you pick up your phone. 10 seconds. That's all it takes. You open your phone, and by the time you've scrolled past 3 posts, you already feel worse than you did when you picked it up. Someone you graduated with just bought a house. Someone from your old job just got promoted to VP. Someone you've never even met is on a beach somewhere, looking like life just handed them everything. And you're sitting there wondering, am I behind? Here's the part nobody tells you. You're not behind. But somewhere in that scroll, your brain started keeping score in a game you never signed up to play. Today, we're taking that game apart. Part 1. The scoreboard that isn't real. Picture this, a woman in her mid-20s with a decent job, good friends, and an apartment she actually likes. By any normal measure, she's fine. But every night before bed, she does the same thing. She scrolls, and every post adds a point to a scoreboard she didn't know she was keeping. He has his own company now. She's engaged. They just closed on their first house. By the time she puts the phone down, she feels like she's losing a race. Nobody ever asked her to run. Here's the thing about that scoreboard. It's not real. It's built entirely from the best. 5 seconds of thousands of strangers' lives stitched together into a version of reality nobody actually lives. Nobody posts the anxiety attack at 2 a.m. Nobody posts the relationship that quietly fell apart behind that new company launch. You're comparing your full, messy, unfiltered life to everyone else's highlight reel and calling that a fair fight. There's a name for this: social comparison theory. Comparing ourselves to others isn't new. Humans have done it forever. What's new is the scale. For most of human history, you compared yourself to maybe 150 people, your village, your school, your town, and now you're comparing yourself to a curated slice of 8 billion people, handpicked by an algorithm to look impressive. Your brain was never built to run that math, and right now, it's losing. Part 2. Why you can't look away. You'd think if something made you feel bad, you just stop doing it. You don't. And there's a reason for that. Thousands of years ago, knowing where you stood in your tribe wasn't vanity. It was survival. Strong enough, respected enough, likely to be chosen as an ally. Your brain evolved to constantly check, where do I rank? That wiring never left. It just got handed a fire hose instead of a village. So every time you open an app, some ancient part of your brain starts scanning for rank. And because the sample size is now infinite, there's always someone ahead of you. Always. No matter how far you get, the algorithm will find someone one step further and put them in your face before breakfast. That's the actual trap. The more you scroll, the more behind you feel. Not because you're falling behind, but because the group you're measuring yourself against keeps getting bigger. It's a race with no finish line, against runners who got digitally dropped into your lane. Part 3. The twist. Here's the part that changes everything, and it's the part almost nobody talks about. That guy who just posted about his new company? Right now, at this exact moment, there's a decent chance he's scrolling too, looking at someone else's new company post, someone else's engagement photos, feeling exactly what you're feeling. The scoreboard doesn't run one direction. It runs in every direction all at once, for everyone, all the time. You're not losing a race against people who are winning. You're standing in a room full of people, all quietly convinced that everyone else in the room is doing better than them, including the people you're jealous of. I do this too, by the way. I'll see a creator with better numbers than me and feel that same drop in my chest, completely forgetting that somewhere, someone's probably looking at my channel doing the exact same thing to themselves. Nobody's exempt from this. Not you, not the people you envy, not me. That's not a comforting thought so much as a strange one, but it's true, and it changes how the whole game looks once you see it. Part 4. How to actually get out. So what actually helps? apps. Not delete the apps. Let's be real, that's not happening. Name it when it happens. The second you feel that familiar drop, that I'm behind feeling, just say it, even in your head. That's the comparison trap. Naming it takes some of the power out of it. It stops being a fact about your life and starts being a glitch you recognize. Ask a better question. Instead of, am I behind them? Ask, what do I actually want, specifically for my own life? Not some vague version of success, something real. A skill you want to build, a relationship you want to deepen, a version of next Tuesday you'd actually be proud of. Comparison only has power when you don't already know what you're going for. The clearer that gets, the less anyone's highlight reel can touch you. Run your own clock. Some people bloom early, some bloom late, and a late bloomer isn't a broken plant. It's just on its own timeline. Nobody else is qualified to measure yours because nobody else is living it. So no, she never quit social media. She didn't move off grid. She just started doing one small, annoyingly hard thing. Every time that scoreboard lit up in her head, she'd stop and ask, wait, whose race am I even running right now? Most nights, the answer was nobody's. She wasn't behind. She was just standing next to a highlight reel and forgetting it wasn't a mirror. And somewhere out there, the guy with the new company, he's probably asking himself the same question about someone else's post right now. You're not behind. You're not ahead. You're just running your own race on a clock nobody else can even see. If this changed how you're going to look at your feed tonight, hit subscribe. We break down one hidden psychological trap like this every week. And tell me in the comments, whose highlight reel gets you the most? See you in the next one. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button.